Hello and welcome back to week 5 of my Fit to Fit experiment. I'm in week 6 now. This is a video sort of about week 5 and what happened. And so I'll keep it short. I've got 5 points to cover as well. So first of all, I've got COVID. Can you see it? There we go. This is my second time around. The first time was in Indonesia about 6 months ago, and so I thought that I have immunity and I can kind of get away with being a little more reckless, which is clearly not the case. Apparently, especially with the Omicron variant, you can get it again within 6 months. And so, yeah, I've got it now, which leads me to my second point. I didn't realize that eating would be very hard with COVID. When I first got it, it wasn't as hard, but now it is. First of all, there's no sense or smell to food, so most healthy foods, they just taste like sand. They taste like nothing at all. And second of all, I have no appetite. So combine those two, and it's really, really difficult to get the calories in, which leads me to point 3. I'm having even more conflicting thoughts about the food I eat, because the only food that has enough calories, for one, and enough flavor, secondly, for me to be able to kind of incorporate it in my diet to kind of keep my calorie load high, is basically junk food. So like that's my healthiest junk food I'm having is peanut butter jars. I'm just trying to spoon in a spoon of peanut butter every now and again just to keep the calories up. I've had donuts, I've had microwave burgers, all the things I can kind of have from home whilst I'm isolating, and not great. Definitely having conflicting thoughts there about the quality of the food, but it is what it is. And even with all that, I haven't gained any weight this week. In fact, I lost a kilo. I'm now at 75, sort of hovering around 75. I did gain some weight last week, but this week I'm basically staying still. Hopefully next week I can get my appetite back and just kind of cram more food in. But in hindsight, and this leads me to point number 5, I personally feel like I am fat enough. You might have a different opinion. My friends definitely think, or crazier ones do, they think that I should put on like even more weight to kind of make it more dramatic with the cut as far as I can take it, like how dramatic I can make it. If you think I should get like really, really fat, comment down below. I'm interested to hear that. Personally, I think that there's a limit, because what I'm trying to prove through this is that I can shed all of that fat and keep most of the muscle in 6 to 8 weeks. 6 is really the goal. 8 is gonna, I'm allowing 8 because it's my first time around, just really trying to do this sort of yo-yoing type of exercise. But personally, I feel, when I look at my pictures, I feel fat. If you compare this and this and this and this to, that's kind of at the end of my last cut, like the fasting cut, to this, Merry Christmas, which is a candid video of me just 5 days ago going drunkenly for a swim for Christmas. But yeah, this is another thing. We kind of do these swims. I'm at, I think, day 83 now of consecutive swims. We go at 5 a.m. every morning. That one wasn't at 5. But yeah, so that's a very candid shot. As you can see, I've got my gut hanging out. If I do take a photo now, I have to pull my gut in. Whereas in this photo, I am not tensing my abs. That's just how they look. So for me, the difference between those two is massive. Like appearance, the physique, obviously my muscles look fuller. In this photo, my muscles are very flat. I'm carb depleted. I'm basically keto at this point. I'm not dehydrated, but I look very dry because there's basically no carbs in my system. Whereas in normal circumstances, my muscles would fill out. The trouble with getting fat, which well, I kind of wrap up the point 5. The trouble with that is I don't think I'll ever really look that fat. I just don't think it's possible anymore, because the muscle mass that I have is just not going anywhere. It's going to stay on me. And even if I put on amounts of fat that with which other people might look a bit chubby, like as you can see, my gut is hanging out and it'll hang out even more. you can still see an outline of some, six pack. I look like a bodybuilder in off season. That's what one of my friends said. Just look big. So, I'll definitely keep eating and, see if I can put on more fat. But I feel like I'm fat enough. If you don't, yeah, if you think differently, yeah, leave a comment down below. And, that's it. This is the end of the video. I'll keep it short. You've seen the before and afters. And I'll see you back next week.